Meghan Markle is giving away 2,000 copies of her book, The Bench, for free to libraries and schools across the USA. Why is this important? Well, it's important because the book came out on June 8th, which is just 4 days ago. And if you purchase yourself 2,000 copies, it's going to shoot up straight to number one in its category. And that's what I was seeing. And I've been watching this book. I've been hearing a lot of panning of it online from, various YouTubers. And so I started watching it to see what was going on. And when I started watching it on like the 9th, it was number one in every category. But this may explain it. And I want to take a closer look at this today because it's interesting. So she says, Meghan says, the 34-page story was based on a poem she wrote for her husband, Prince Harry, for Father's Day. Very believable. She dedicated it to Harry and Archie, calling them the man and the boy who make my heart go pump, pump. 34 pages is very appropriate. I don't believe she's giving away any of this money. Okay, so Alex O'Connell, the arts editor of the Times of London, said, the story is so lacking in action and jeopardy, you half wonder if the writing job was delegated to a piece of furniture. That doesn't sound like a 5-star review. Okay, and always show, don't tell. Okay, I've written a couple of books. I know about this. Sun book columnist Natasha Harding said, The Bench doesn't live up to expectations. She said, it's too try-hard, woke, and overly sentimental. Get woke, go broke. Okay, let's take a look at the actual book, and then we're going to compare it. So, it's got 5 stars here. It's a #1 bestseller in children's Black and African American storybooks. It's got 510 ratings, very healthy. Now, you can purchase ratings, and we're going to ask if she's purchasing ratings. Let's look at the reviews. Okay, so bestseller rank, number 44 overall. That's in top 100 books. That's pretty good. Now, when I started watching it, it was #1 in all of these categories. It's only been 4 days. Now, it's still #1 in children's Black and African American storybooks. That's very good. It's #3 in children's emotions books, and it's #5 in children's family life books. The overall reviews, 95% 5-star, 3% 1-star. Okay, always read the top reviews. Top reviews from the United States, because people are, you can say, oh, I found this helpful, you see? And you can upvote these reviews, and that's how they get to be the top reviews. So you can literally just look through the reviews yourself, and if you're going to buy a book, always look through the reviews, and then you can upvote the ones that you would agree with. So the first one is 5 stars, Celebration of Fatherhood. That's great. The second one is a 1-star. Wow, completely bipolar. Not exactly a children's book. The third one, this book is bland. No characters, no story, no substance, and you can upvote it. Number 3, so 1 5-star, 2 1-stars. That's unusual. If it's a really good book, you should see 5 stars and 4 stars. And, if it's a really good book and people love it, it's going to be mostly 5 stars and maybe 1 well-written 4-star in there. But you're getting 1 stars already. The next, 5 stars. Great gift. Great for gifting to parents' dad. It's a children's book. Why would you gift it to your dad? Love it, 5 stars. A wonderful poem, 5 stars. Well done, 5 stars. Excellent, 5 stars. Okay, you can pay for these reviews. You can go through Chinese bots, and they'll sell you anything in China, pretty much. Okay, top reviews from other countries. So far, we just have 2 1-star reviews. Lovely and heartwarming, 5 stars. Sweet story of a loving bond between fathers and sons, 4 stars. And it's a verified purchase. That's also very important. You want them to purchase the book. Strong family bonds, 5 stars. Nice story, very well done, 5 stars. A great read, 5 stars. They look pretty good. They look pretty legit. Let's look at Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durant's Finding Freedom by Harry and Meghan. 12,264 reviews. Let's take a look at these reviews. Only 64% are 5-star. 9%, that's a huge number. Let's look at the top reviews. Skip It, 1 star. Cruel, 1 star. Nothing New, 1 star. Just a Puff Piece, 1 star. Well, isn't this just a wonderful, fluffy book about wonderful people? 1 star. Bad Teenage Fanfic, 1 star. Name Dropping Galore, 1 star. Don't Waste Your Money, 1 star. Top reviews from other countries. Badly written, self-pitying drivel, 1 star. Is the author showing his feelings for the all? 1 star. And you can tell that's a real review because it's not grammatically correct. Not even the title. And these are foreign reviews. Large pinch of salt needed, 1 star. Poorly written, lacking depth and detail, 1 star. Hallmark movie, 1 star. Wow. So who are these people that are giving Finding Freedom 5 stars? Who are these people? Okay, because all of the top reviews are 1 star. Now, that could definitely happen to the bench. And if that happens, you know that these 5-star reviews are not legit. These are people who are paid. For the most part, these are people who are paid to do this. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. So, Megan gave away 2,000 copies. Was this a sneaky ploy to push her book to #1? Let's just see. Sneaky ploy to push her book to #1, because that would do it. Incubus Succubus, Water and Wine. We have the yes card, which can mean yes. There's the devil. Sneaky ploy to push the book to #1. Related parties, friends and family. That's what's in the center. Transformation. 8 hearts is also a good line card. So transforming the situation. And 6 spades. Through nefarious means, she's transforming the situation by related party purchases. Who are the related parties? Well, Megan herself purchased all 2,000 copies. Okay, I'm an author. I can purchase author copies. And I can purchase them at the author price, which is a lower price. And then, like if Megan's going to do speaking engagements or whatever, which is not what's happening here. But if she was like a speaker or something, and she just wants to bring her book along and there's a little table, she could sell copies of her books directly from the publisher, purchased at the author price, which is lower than the retail price, and then sell them at the retail price. And it's not a completely futile endeavor because she got the books, she got the books like at wholesale price. So it's actually like selling a book. It's not you didn't lose money by selling the book. You actually made a little bit of money like you would if you were selling the book on Amazon. So it's she's transforming it herself. Let's add this up. 10, 18, 5 diamonds. And she's doing this on a continuing basis. Inheritance. Very solid. Big money card. Yes, she is pumping it through nefarious means. Here's the big tell. The devil. Finger of God and the devil. The finger of God reaches down and changes everything through any means necessary. Actions. Reaching down, doing anything, okay, to make it a solid foundation and breaking the foundation. So what we're seeing, okay, the ratings of this book, the reviews of this book, and we're going to look at the reviews. Is she manipulating the reviews? That's what we'll maybe look at next. It's not real. What we're seeing is not real. So let's look at, is she manipulating the reviews? Is Megan paying for reviews? She's got 510 reviews in 4 days. That's a lot. That's a lot of reviews. Okay, that's a lot of people purchasing the book. So, and it's still like around number 40 in the overall bestsellers, and that's very high. That's very high rating. I wouldn't scoff at that rating at all. So is Megan paying, is she manipulating the reviews? Is she paying for
Is she manipulating reviews? Money. Butterfly. Okay. We have her manipulating the reviews. We have emotions, and we have money, and we have butterfly, which is a transformation card. Transforming through money and making the emotional appeal. Interesting. So I'm going to say she is paying for reviews because there's the money card right there. She's an angel. But we have the Magi secret. We have two secrecy cards. We have the veil and the coffin. The Magi working behind the scenes, manipulating behind the scenes, making her look like an angel, and working everything together. Trinity, lots of people working perfectly together in secret and manipulating things behind the scenes. So she's definitely purchasing reviews. She's manipulating reviews. A lot of those reviews, maybe most of them, are not real. Okay, so the real tell for this is what happened with the Finding Freedom book. The one-star reviews just really rose to the top. The cream rises to the top. It's interesting to call one-star reviews cream, but these are the real people who are reading the book, and they're like, man, I don't like this book, and you saw the reviews yourself. And that is what will happen if people legitimately don't like the book, because there are real people buying this book, really reading it, and they can feel ripped off, like, oh my goodness, that's not the book I thought I was getting. There's no action, there's no, a piece of furniture wrote this book. I mean, that's what a professional reviewer, the Sun-Times reviewer, wrote. That's crazy. Okay, and when you read bad fiction, that is what it looks like. There's no action. There's nothing driving the action. That's how you make things happen in a book of fiction. You have to drive the action forward. You have to drive the narrative and the emotions and the interactions of the people through action. Action is what drives those narratives. Not talking about your feelings. That's how you really drive the action in a fiction book. So is this book going to get panned by the regular readers in the future? Because it's too early. It's only 4 days out. And you can play a lot of smoke and mirrors before you get there. Is it going to get panned in the future? Official, taking control of the official thing, and very sweet. 12 and 13, 25. The future is still looking bright for this book. And the King of Clubs here is saying to me that Megan is going to keep a real iron grip of control on it. Okay, you can keep a grip of control on this. You can pay for reviews. You can keep paying for reviews. And you can never stop paying for reviews just to keep the book pumped up. And that's kind of a disturbing thing that, really micro authors will do that because you have to get reviews to sell your book. And I've seen that done. I know how to do that. What's underneath? Man, direct action. The man is direct action. The woman's future and direct action. We have a Queen of Clubs, King of Hearts, and another Queen. It's just overwhelmingly people. So a lot of people reacting in the future underneath. Man, woman, okay, the earth reacting, direct action. It doesn't look like it's going to get killed like the Omid Scobie book, okay, which that's good. So there is legitimate good stuff about this book. It's not a terrible book. It wasn't written by a piece of furniture. So there's some real value to this book. I think she put some real effort into this book. I didn't bother to really look it up. I know they're saying that proceeds from this book are going to charity. Are any of the proceeds from this book going to be given to charity? I mean, for real. let's just see what the cards are saying, because the cards may have a different take on it. Are any of the proceeds of this book going to be given to charity? 10 spades. 10 spades, worst possible result, decision, worst possible result, and mustard seed. Mustard seed is literally the book. Decisions about the book, worst possible result, 16, 4 spades, bodies, coffin bodies in the box. So, no, whatever they're telling you, even on the surface, nothing is going to charity. There's all kinds of nefarious doings going on here. Blocked from the world and not transmitted. Let's see, 17, 22. Yeah, it's not, none of the proceeds of this book are going to go out to the world. So that's interesting, because I'm certain that they are saying that they're going to give a certain amount to charity, because Kate is putting out a book at the same time. She put out a book at the same time. And all of that is going to charity, of course, because they're royals. They don't need the money. Okay, that, you know, they're not trying to grasp for money. Whereas Harry and Harry's wife, they are constantly doing this. So, of course, they're going to put out press saying that they're going to give X amount to charity, but none of that's going to happen. That's simply not going to happen. There's going to be no charitable gifting out of this book. So, what do we have? Let's review it. Okay, did they push it through nefarious means to number 1? Yeah. We have 6 spades. Related purchases, that's how they're transforming it through related purchases. We have the 2 very solid cards, very big money cards, but they're paired with 2 spades and jack of spades. So they are manipulating. They're definitely manipulating the numbers. They got to number 1 they got their book pumped up by manipulating the numbers. Is Meghan manipulating? So they're manipulating the book rankings. Is she manipulating the reviews? Yes, absolutely. Here's money. She's paying for it. And here's 2 secret cards to make her look good. Okay, how do you look good? You get to number 1. That's how you look good. So that's why the angel card is here. So they're doing everything they can to make sure that this book is top of the list, as high as possible on the bestsellers, because then Meghan can write more books and they may eventually gain traction to legitimately go to the bestsellers list. Is this book going to get panned in the future? I'm not seeing it. Okay, so there is some merit to this book. There is some merit. She worked a little bit hard on this book. She's working on, being too syrupy sweet, not being too syrupy sweet, hopefully not being too woke. But she got criticized for that, too syrupy sweet and too woke. And those are the problems with Meghan. People hate that stuff. Okay, when they're kneeling, when the sports players are kneeling instead of putting their hand on their heart for the national anthem, overwhelmingly people are booing them. Why? Because they hate that woke stuff. People hate woke stuff. And that's reality. Are any of these proceeds going to charity? No, clearly not. Not above, not below. And that's going to be found out. She's going to be found out that none of the proceeds are actually going to charity. So, that's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who have bought me a cup of tea. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment.